Ave everyone, and happy Halloween! Although it will certainly no longer be the holiday by the time this is uploaded, I am shooting it at approximately 9:55 on October 31st, or rather I'm shooting this bit of it while still in costume. That costume, if it's not obvious enough already, was a time traveler who got stranded in the late 1800s, and shortly thereafter was one of the few survivors of the 1898 zombie apocalypse. So yeah, that's what I would have gone as had anything happened tonight. Well, lots of stuff is happening, just nothing I was invited to. Well, I was invited to one thing, but I'll explain that tomorrow. See you now. November 1st, 2014, day 1 of NaNoWriMo, and day 1 of No Shave November, or as it's more properly called, in my opinion, Movember. You also notice that although I'm no longer in costume, my hair is still pulled back. This affords me all the aesthetic benefits of short hair without all the hassle that taking care of short hair, such as mine, can be due to the fact that I have a rather stubborn cowlick in the back, as I believe I mentioned in a vlog a long time ago. I prefer to keep my hair long because it's easier for me to take care of, but I do think it looks kind of weird when it's not pulled back like this. So this will probably be how I have it most of the time from this point onwards. I just wanted to surprise you all with it for the Halloween costume. Anyway, enough of this weird intermediate rambling, back to Halloween. It was an interesting holiday this year. I didn't technically do anything for Halloween, but I did meet with an old friend, our 5th grade Sunday school teacher, who we've remained close to throughout all these years. My mom and I had a very nice dinner with them at Red Lobster, then Mom and I went and saw a movie. So that was my Halloween. As far as I know, there was nothing really going on, and at first that made me kind of sad that no one cared enough to keep me in the loop, really, except for 1 or 2 of my friends who we did try and plan something, but our schedules didn't work out. And all y'all who are my friends that watch this but live too far away, you're excused. But I was hoping to get together with the still considerable, though not rather large compared to the number of friends other people have, number of people who live here, who know I am in town, and yet none of them contacted me. But then I realized that I shouldn't be throwing stones, because technically I could have called them and I'm sure could have planned something if I had made an effort to. I just never got up and around to it. My friendships can be strange. There was, at one point before the advent of instant internet messaging, well, before I had the ability to internet instant message, where my relationship with that friend would be we'd call them maybe once a year and see them every 5, if that. But I considered, and still consider them, a very good friend. I'm the sort of person who, even if I haven't talked to you in 5 years, is perfectly willing to pick up right where we left off as if we've been seeing each other every day. Mostly due to the fact that I'm an introverted and quiet person normally, and therefore, since it's rather hard to get in with me in the first place, once you are in, you will stay in for life unless you do something significant to mess that up. Also due to the fact that I'm a very hands-on sort of friend, meaning that if you need me to drive 100 miles out of my way just to help you move some things from one place to another, I will do it, provided I don't have any commitments during that time frame and have the means and resources to do so. And yes, that is a thing that happened somewhat recently, though I don't think it was quite 100 miles. It was a good 2-hour drive, but I'm digressing. My point is that if you're a friend or even a good acquaintance and you want/need help with something, I'd say about 85% of the time I will do it, even if I have to go out of my way to do so, expecting literally nothing in return. And I'd say another 10% of the time I'd do it as long as you cover the cost of me getting to you, or perhaps feed me a meal if it's going to be an all-day thing. That brings it up to about 95% of the time. If you need something, I will do it with minimal return on your investment, and it's not like I expect all of my friends to drop everything they're doing and come help me when I have some unpleasant task that needs doing. Of course, a lot of them do, and for that I am very thankful. But the reason I do it is not about quid pro quo. It's just the way that I'm wired. Acts of service, for those of you familiar with that terminology. But when it comes to certain familial relationships, the fact that I'm not naturally wired to proactively seek out and arrange opportunities to show my, not really affection, but more like just the fact that I care at all has, I think, caused friction on more than one occasion with more than one person, which is all a very, very long-winded and probably unnecessary roundabout way of saying that I'm going to try and be more proactive about showing people that I care about them. And I'm not really sure that made sense the way I said it. Well, it made sense, but I'm not sure that the sense it made is the sense that I was trying to convey. But mostly this vlog is just to hold me accountable, even though most of the people that I'm thinking about will probably never even see this video. But anyway, sorry for getting all deep and somewhat depressing on what's supposed to be a lighthearted and fun holiday weekend. But remember, it is also the first day of NaNoWriMo, which means I'm in deep, introspective author noveling mode. So expect all the vlogs from this month to either be very short along the lines of too busy to vlog, but I'm doing it anyway, or else introspective think pieces like this one. Hopefully at least some of you will have some kind of takeaway from this, or maybe you even enjoyed it in some strange fashion that I cannot possibly fathom. And I'll see y'all sometime after the Doctor Who Series 8 finale. V out.